one of the core figures that I started with that holds a lot, or is the sort of spine of the show, is the figure of Echo. I first investigated her through a project I just completed through Atlas Arts on Sky, and I was thinking a lot about where voice can exist or reside within landscape and objects that are connected to voice. Nearing the end of that project with Catherine Earnshaw, we began to think about echo within landscape, and she's tied to land and landscape through many different facets. So in Gaelic language, the echo means son of the land or son of the cliff, so it's a voice that's inland. And I was thinking about her as a metaphor for censorship of speech, because she's only able to repeat the last sections or parts of what she's heard. She doesn't have her own voice, and her speech is cropped. And I began to think about that and think about what like repetition can mean in terms of like having agency or repeating back. And I also was really interested in her geological progression and how that speaks to like remains that exist within land and landscape. And also her relationship to time, because she's always described, or Echo's always described, as being just in the future. So the materiality of her and the process, her relationship to speech and agency, was something that I have explored within this exhibition. And also thinking about a figure who has had speech taken away or has been censored. What could we suggest that she is capable of speaking? And with Catherine, we began thinking around her as not just an observational figure, but what she is capable or potentially capable of speaking through her echoing process are things like environmental change, because as her reverberative process kind of goes back and forth in spaces that can hold echo, the incremental changes that exist within that do describe shifting environmental narratives. She's also such a contemporary figure because we're dealing with so many disembodied voices, or voices without body, through AI and other technologies that hold like a voice that we can't place.